What is up, everybody? It's Dante Walton here. Today I'm going to react to episode 2 of Marvel Studios' Secret Invasion. But before we get things started, make sure to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe for more content like this coming soon. So yeah, episode 1, Secret Invasion. I thought it was a pretty good premiere, honestly. They set up a lot of things. Like they explained like this whole other faction of Skrulls that came about, led by Gravik. They felt that Nick Fury and Captain Marvel as well haven't lived up to their promise of finding the Skrulls like a new homeworld. So they're planning on making Earth their homeworld, you know. So they're like making it seem that a terrorist group of Americans against Russians like bombed Moscow, and trying to start a war between two major superpowers, the United States and Russia, probably to have like nuclear fallout. And they explained that they're immune to radioactivity, so they'll be the ones that survive, and then the humans and other species probably will be gone due to the radiation. So yeah, Nick Fury is finally coming back from Earth. People keep saying he's changed since the blip, and you can kind of see it. Maybe some of it's like he's playing into him a little bit, so people underestimate him a bit. I don't know. Talos, he was ousted from the council, he said, and and it turns out that his daughter Gaia is part of the other Skrull faction against Talos. And you see they kind of were confronted. They confronted each other before, and either she gave bad information, either whether it was on purpose or not, I don't know, to her father Talos. They ended up losing at the end. The bombs went off. I don't know how many civilians died. Definitely some did die. Maria Hill for sure died. That I did not expect. I thought she was going to be a main character in the series going forward, but turns out it's not. Yeah, that really got me. So I wonder how Nick Fury's, and the fact that Gravik took the appearance of Nick Fury to do it. That's really going to mess Nick Fury up, I feel like. Like Maria Hill already said earlier, like, if you don't check your footing, someone's going to get hurt, you know? And she's the one that got hurt. And excited to see what happens in this next episode, so let's jump right in. All right, now we're in 97. Brixton, London. I wonder if Gaia and Gravik were here because they have British accents. I don't know if that matters or not. I don't know. Because Talos has an Australian accent.
I'd like you to meet someone. This is Gravik.
Yep.
For those of you who braved the journey here to Earth, you did so for one reason. This man.
Yeah, like Nick Fury's like, this game was talked up so much, and Gravik felt like he didn't deliver on the promises. I can see that happening, honestly.
This is the promise. While you work to keep my home safe, Carol Danvers and I will find you a new one.
30 years later, and they still haven't found it. I mean, I can see their frustration, but obviously don't condone their actions, but I understand their frustration at least.
You have a courageous mother, Gaia.
So that is Gaia.
Мы ищем одного человека. Чернокожий американец. Видели у кого-нибудь похожего?
Nick Fury, a fugitive again. Some things never change.
They've gone. Well, me and my mama used to take these long train rides to Detroit. Coming out of Alabama, we always had to ride in the color car. One time, she said, "Tell me something I don't know about you and Susie."
I love Samuel Jackson, man. He can deliver a monologue, for sure.
You want to go a few rounds?
Sure.
Tell me something I don't know about the Skrulls that fled.
They're here.
Who's here?
All of us.
Wait. You're telling me there's 1 million Skrulls walking amongst us right now?
Oh, that
You
is...
lost your reptilian ass mind?
That's quite a bit. Okay.
You lied to me. Hey,
We were being hunted across the universe. Oh, right, but you fine using us as your spies and your errand boys, long as it's on your turn.
Oh,
Because you were gone. And I didn't think you were coming back. I really didn't.
You knew how to get in touch with me, Talos, and you didn't because you didn't want me to know.
oh man.
Skrulls and humans can coexist here on Earth.
Humans can't coexist with each other, Talos. You've been here long enough to know that. There is not enough room or tolerance on this planet for another species.
You might be right about that one. But man, that was a hell of a scene. I love Sam Jackson and Ben Mendelsohn together. That was incredible. I love that scene. And no, the whole talk of segregation, like with him, Nick Fury talking about how he had to sit in this color car and all that. In that conversation about coexisting, that's not lost on me. That's no coincidence that those two topics came up in that scene. Maria Hill.
Someone wanted to hurt me, so they hurt her.
You're the reason I'm taking my daughter back home in a box.
I'm sorry I couldn't protect her, Elizabeth.
I don't know what Maria died for out there, but whatever it was, don't let it be for nothing.
I mean, that's fair. But also, I hope they didn't just kill Maria off just so Nick Fury could have this moment, you know? Because I really did like that character, but I don't know. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt for now.
The UK Prime Minister was quick to denounce the attack. NATO is acting swiftly.
I like learning more about like the
on the bombing.
MCU universe politicians. Like we have President Ritson, we have the Prime Minister of UK now.
They're all saying we had something to do with Moscow.
Oh, this is Christian
What I
McDonald.
call bull.
Fox News,
There's no way
FXN News,
Moscow
come on.
attack was committed by Americans.
I'm not out in an hour. Shoot him in the head.
Council. Oh, snap. Yo, all these people are Skrulls. They got all the media covered. That's funny.
Prime Minister,
The Prime Minister, too.
all dressed up in the man's finery, drinking the man's wine, playing the man's game.
Better to behave as a human than as a dog.
I quite like dogs. Dogs aren't hypocrites. And they don't lie. They don't pimp, poison. And they don't go out of their way to degrade and destroy their own habitat.
A naive reading of human history.
It's the only reading of human history.
You murdered over 2,000 innocent humans.
2,000 humans dead.
Nos gimpix kolos, bitchorakias, kajbajuashush kajushak Hirog herom kust, gangok.
I'm really liking Kingsley Ben-Adir in the show, too. Gravik is definitely an interesting antagonist.
I think it's a war. And unlike the last war each one of us around this table fought in, I'm not gonna lose this one.
And what happens if the Avengers return?
You don't think I thought about that?
It's like, oh, I forgot about the Avengers. Yeah, I mean, come on. Wait, why am I siding with Gravik in this situation? No.
I nominate Gravik to the post of Skrull General.
Oh.
I'm the commander of NATO. I can mobilize 1 million troops at the snap of a...
Oh. Yeah, I don't think you're going to be mobilized anytime soon. Man, Shooter McGavin is a Skrull.
We did not end up homeless refugees because we were unwilling to wage war. We ended up homeless refugees because we were too willing.
Oh,
I will not.
I agree with
support
her,
your war.
but I think you're going to
I
die.
do not submit.
You go in peace, sister. You'll not be harmed.
All right, we'll see. But I don't know. I'd still watch my back if I were you. You know, hope he's at least a man of his word, if anything. Gravik is cold-blooded, but so far he's been honest. So far, we're just gonna be a preview of what happens to Gaia if she leaves. I mean, no wonder Talos was kicked off the council. I mean, if that's the council.
Gravik has given me multiple locations for the harvest, all of them empty.
Perhaps I misheard.
How dare you speak ill of our leader? That's basically what she's saying. What are they trying to do here? try to create something from by harvest. I don't know if they mean like plants and produce from like Skrullos or what. Recreate something from their whole planet. I don't know.
We are aware of allegations that Mr. Fury and Ms. Hill may have traveled to Moscow, which, if true, at any rate, would have been in their capacity as private citizens. So.
Wonder what his position is, because they're just calling him Colonel. If he was like a secretary or something, like I speculated before, he probably would be called Secretary Rhodes. Maybe it's just an advisor or something to the president.
President Ritson has a pretty busy day job running the most powerful country and military on the face of the planet. He doesn't just hop to when summoned. While we are sensitive to your concerns, until such time as you can present an actual shred of evidence to back those concerns up, I'm afraid sensitivity is all you're going to be getting from us.
Well, Don Cheadle's getting another Emmy nomination. This is already more than he had to do in Falcon and Winter Soldier, and he got an Emmy nomination after that. So.
Armani.
Brioni.
Pretty expensive for a government salary.
Yeah, well, my other suit's made of titanium, so this actually constitutes considerable savings.
Have they ever had a scene together? Fury and Rhodey?
Forgetting your rank here, Colonel Rhodes?
You do not want to be playing mine is bigger than yours with job titles right now, Fury. Trust me.
Yeah.
I'm the last friend you got. Meaning you not only set the stage for World War III, but you simultaneously flipped all of our allies to Team Russia.
How well do you know your security detail?
I know they're catching bullets first if I get shot at.
What if I told you they were all spies?
Hydra?
Yeah, if Hydra was a bunch of green guys who could shapeshift into your daddy.
Come on, dude. That was a couple phases ago. Get with it, Rhodey. Unless Hydra's coming back someday. I don't know.
About 15 years ago, I was part of an eyes-only top-secret presentation.
All right, so he knows about Skrulls. I wonder who else knows about Skrulls, though.
The Pentagon was concerned that they might get into their heads to invade us one day from the inside.
That invasion is real. It's happened.
Maybe we should call our friends.
No. We can't jump the gun on that. And next thing you know, they find themselves duplicated and turned into terrorists.
Yeah, that's actually true. Imagine they impersonated the Avengers and then did what they did in Moscow. But if the people thought the Avengers did that, that'd be not good at all.
Are you really talking to me about politics right now?
I'm here as an envoy of the United States government, Fury.
Well, you got me talking politics.
We protect the planet by protecting our seat at the table.
Are you forgetting who helped you get your seat at the table?
Oh, so I owe you now? Is that it?
Oh, okay.
Men who look like us don't get promoted because of who our daddies know. Help a brother out.
Carl's outside, Colonel.
Colonel Rhodes will let you know when he's ready to go.
The car's for you, Fury.
That's true. He's also Colonel Fury. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Have you even listened to a word that I said?
Yeah, I have.
Unless Rhodey's a Skrull too, who we thought was Agent Ross.
Reason we
was kind of discounting it too, and then he was a Skrull. So
don't look like us was not simply to turn around and hand it to mediocre men who do.
Ooh, damn. Rhodey's kind of spitting
Sit
faction
across
now a
from
little
man
bit.
we greatly admire, with whom we share an entire professional, personal, ancestral history with, and to tell him without any reservation that he's fired.
Fired?
Nobody sent me. I volunteered. You earned all this smoke, brother.
Man, I'm curious if that really is Rhodey doing this, or if that's a Skrull. Because if it is Rhodey, I mean, damn, he has some balls.
And you wonder why you're out.
I'm Nick Fury. Even when I'm out, I'm in.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, I'm still not sure what Sonya's up to. She's up to something, obviously, but what? But I do like the character so far. Oh, no, tell me. Meat locker torture? Yep.
Didn't your mother ever warn you could lose an eye by beating your meat like that?
Oh my god. And she shut the door behind her. That's not good. I did not expect them to show a
Well,
finger
now
being
that's
cut off.
confirmed. Let's party, shall
I mean, I suspected it was a scroll, but still, I did not expect him to actually just show the finger get cut off. I thought they cut away or something. Groot, Frost Beast, Cole Obsidian. What are they doing?
What are you doing in there?
Extremis. Oh, super scrolls, I'm guessing. They're trying to give the scrolls superpowers.
Everyone talks when their blood starts to cook at 160 degrees centigrade.
Oh. Oh. A little bit of a keister shot there.
He's building a machine.
What kind of machine?
I think it's to make us stronger.
Yeah, they're gonna try to inject the DNA from other creatures and superpowered beings. Because I know there's some such thing as super scrolls. I know that for Marvel vs. Capcom 3, but that's probably from the comics, right? Seems like you're trying to grab your own sausage there. Oh, damn. That was good timing. Oh, the meat hook. Oh. I'm liking the action in this episode. It just feels more visceral, like the violence of it, than other like Marvel projects. Also probably because this show has a more grounded tone to it, even though it's dealing with shape-shifting aliens, but still, you know what I mean. Yeah, about to put a dog down. He's going out like Old Yeller. Alright, let me stop.
Make it home, baby. Almost there, bro.
The fact that Gravik didn't even react at all. Emilia Clarke is great at non-verbal acting. Just like with the facial cues and everything. Yeah, I feel like she's gonna at least try to turn by the end of the series. I'm confident. Well, at least it's looking that way so far. Who knows? There's still 4 more episodes to go. Who knows what could happen, but hopefully she joins the other side and she makes that alive. I don't want her to join and then Gravik kills her. You know? Oh, okay. Is this where he lives? And then, is he married to a Skrull? I mean, I don't know. It could be. Shouldn't be too surprised, but yeah, we just don't really know much about his personal life. I didn't even think about it. All right, so that was episode 2, Secret Invasion. Another good episode, I gotta say. Yeah, I really like how things are progressing, though. It wasn't quite as like intense like as the first episode, but like I said, I do like how it's continuing, picking off where the first episode left off. And yeah, like so far, Gravik, his plan of seems so far like might be able to work, you know. Yeah, and we did get to see the council, and it turns out the prime minister, the head of, what was it, NATO, like news media people, the guy from FXN News, that's like basically Fox News type guy, that Christian McDonald, Shooter McGavin from Happy Gilmore, that he was playing. Yeah, and Gravik has been chosen as the Skrull General. Yeah, they said they need like a commander and all that. Okay, so maybe the president's not a Skrull, because I wonder if he was a Skrull, he most likely would have been on the council, I gotta say. But I'm not crossing off Rhodey yet so far. I don't know, it might be too obvious to make him a Skrull, but still, like, I could see it. Either way, if that really was Rhodey, the way he's acting, man, he's definitely brazen and all that. Like, the way he was talking to like the council and all that, and the way he was talking to Fury, firing him, saying that he requested to fire him and all that. I like the whole like 3 sides kind of going on here with New Skrullos, like Gravik, his whole the cause and all that, trying to make Earth their new home, take over Earth, make that for the Skrulls. And then we have Nick Fury and Talos. They're trying to stop Gravik, but also there's Sonya Falsworth, who's also trying to stop Gravik, but she's employing a scorched earth policy that she'll wipe out like any of the Skrulls that even know Gravik. While Talos, at least, he still has mercy. Nick Fury says that's his weakness, but he doesn't want... I think he still has hope that the Skrulls can come together and eventually find a home and all that without having to take over Earth. But Nick Fury doesn't think they can coexist. So in a way, it's almost like four sides. And Gaia, yeah, like as it goes on, we see more and more of her hesitation, I feel like. I feel like she's going to defect by the end of the show. I forgot her name, but the one council member who left. Gravik claimed that she will be untouched and unharmed. Hopefully that's true, because if she is, maybe that's like a preview of what happened if Gaia leaves. Maybe she'll be fine, but I don't know. I'm still not so sure about that. But I really am liking the acting for sure, and kind of the visceral nature of the show. The whole scene in the meat locker, Sonya just chopping off the finger that showed it. I mean, it probably helps that it was a Skrull finger in terms of like what they want to or be able to show. But still, just cut off a finger with the pliers. Just cut right off. We saw it. We didn't cut away or anything. And kind of the action, even though it wasn't like bloody or anything, but like being stabbed and like dragging the knife up or if hanging someone on the meat hook, things like that. That was really cool. And yeah, I'm enjoying Gravik. I enjoyed Gravik a lot more this episode, I feel like. We got to see more of the different sides of the character here. Kind of his brutal nature, but also if he truly believes in the cause. And we should talk about the opening scene. They did have a weird like 1995 section that was basically just a recap of a lot of scenes from Captain Marvel. But then after the Marvel Studios intro, we had a 1997 scene a couple years later where Talos is introducing the Skrulls, a lot of the Skrulls to like Nick Fury in London. And we meet a young Gravik. Soren and Gaia are there as well. And yeah, Talos basically says that you can vouch for Nick Fury. And Nick Fury promises to help them find a new world. 30 years later, I understand why he feels like Nick Fury is not going to live up to the promise, or the Skrulls, even Talos himself feels like Nick kind of abandoned them. He left for years, so I understand the frustration. Again, do not condone these actions at all. 2,000 civilians, like humans, were killed, innocent humans were killed in the bombing of Moscow. And yeah, I really don't know what's going to happen next. Interesting at the end, Nick Fury is married to a Skrull. I did notice, and maybe I'm reading too much into this, I don't know, that she changed back as he was walking in the house. I don't know if that's just I don't know. Like, I don't know if they're trying to say that Nick Fury doesn't know that, like, Nick Fury's human wife was replaced by a Skrull and he doesn't know. Or maybe he does know. That's why I assumed at first that he knew he's knowingly married to a Skrull, and that's just the human form that she takes. And she just decided to change into that when Nick Fury came home. But I don't know. Liking the show a lot so far. Don't have much to say else about this episode. I did also... one other thing I should say about the death of Maria Hill. We did get to see Hill's mom. And basically, she does kind of blame Nick Fury. And I understand why. Like, he says, I'm sorry I couldn't protect her. And she said that, so you're the reason why she's coming home in a box. I hope they didn't kill Maria Hill just for that little motivational push that they do sometimes. That kind of like what they did for Coulson in Avengers. They'll kill off a character just so they can motivate the people to get the job done and all that. I don't know, because like I said, I did enjoy the character of Maria Hill. Even in the first episode, she got more to do, but definitely was effective death in my opinion. Like, it kind of was a gut punch a bit. So yeah, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt for now. We'll see how I feel about it later on. But yeah, other than that, let me know what you think in the comments down below about this episode. Are you enjoying it as much as me, or enjoying it even more, or the things you caught that I didn't? Just let me know in the comments down below. Catch you on next time. Bye.